Oh my gosh, this looks incredible.
With a population of over 6.3 million, Toronto is Canada's most populated city. But how do they rank in their vegan scene? I'm Eunice, and I'm going to show you 7 vegan spots you need to try in Toronto and sites you need to see. Let's go. First stop was the Tsuchi Cafe for a vegan Japanese cafe experience.
Okay, so I couldn't resist and I had to try these Tokyo sandos. Oh my gosh, they have them beautifully wrapped. They're meant to be eaten cold, but the bread just says it all, you guys. So let's try savory first. I'm excited, I'm starving. This is my first meal. Oh no. This is delicious. Has a perfect amount of mayonnaise. Doesn't have too much mayonnaise because, you know, I don't like it when it has too much. The slaw is flavorful. The vegan chicken is flavorful. The texture on this looks insane. Like, it looks like real chicken. And then I also got a stuffed like bun. It looks like a stuffed donut. And it has like cornflakes on top and it's stuffed with kabocha squash. Well, it's definitely something different. I wanted to come here and try something different that you normally can't get anywhere else. You have to, of course, get matcha because matcha is, I mean, you're at a Japanese cafe, you gotta get matcha. All right, let's try this. Oh wow, this is really good. It's like sweet and savory at the same time. Yo, cornflakes on top of like stuffed donuts should be a thing, like for everyone. I'm loving this crunch on the top. And of course, gotta wash it down with some matcha tea. I love that here you can ask for different sweetness levels. So the standard just comes with 1 pump of the sweetener. So it's not super sweet, but it's the perfect amount of sweet. This is delicious. Like, honestly, I'm just gonna keep these things. Again, Tsuchi Cafe, it's on College Street and it's in a very like busy neighborhood of Toronto, and it's just a beautiful cafe, very like relaxed, casual, but just like very minimalistic and just beautiful ambiance. You can get desserts, drinks, tea, food, everything, you name it. It's just definitely worth checking out when you're in Toronto.
Next, it was time to head over to one of Toronto's popular streets to satisfy my sweet tooth.
Okay, so I couldn't resist and I had to come to the vegan Danish bakery here on West Queen Street in Toronto. West Queen Street has a lot of restaurants and bars, you'll notice when you're walking down the street. So it's a happening spot, you have to check it out. I, of course, went crazy because bakeries are my Disneyland. So I ordered a chocolate stuffed croissant, a cinnamon roll with caramel and chocolate, and then a plain croissant. And they have savory options too. I got an empanada with vegan ground beef and they have a chimichurri sauce. So let's start with the savory, of course, because like just look at this, it looks amazing. The flavor is really good. The empanada dough is very soft. I love that they give it to you with a chimichurri sauce because you need a good chimichurri sauce for empanadas. Okay, so I of course couldn't resist and had to get a chocolate croissant because I love all things croissant. Something to note here is if you're not gonna take it to go, get the pastries warmed up because that'll definitely help with the texture and flakiness, and obviously who doesn't want ooey gooey chocolate? So I have here my warmed up chocolate filled croissant. Let's give it a try. I love melted chocolate. It's definitely not as flaky as most traditional croissants, even if it was toasted up. It still has a crisp, which is nice when you bite into it, and the inside is really soft. The filling is delicious. I can't resist. I'm gonna take a bite of this cinnamon bun. They have a cinnamon bun with caramel, chocolate. Oh wow. Definitely a place worth stopping by.
Next, it was time to hop on the streetcar and see some sights. The CN Tower is a 553.3 meter high concrete communications and observation tower in downtown Toronto, and has become an iconic building for the city. Before heading to dinner, I had to stop by Nathan Phillips Square, a popular plaza during the holiday season. Ice skating is free if you have your own skates, but if you don't, beware on the weekends because the lines to rent skates can be super long, but it's only $15. But besides skating, you can enjoy food from vendors and of course, take lots of pictures. But now it was time for a classic dinner experience at Avelo, an upscale vegan restaurant. Instead of a traditional menu, you will only know what each course is as they serve it to you. You can get the 5-course for $75 or the 8-course for $120. For the 5-course, we started with the sourdough bagel with kojified carrot. It was definitely a good start. For the 2nd course, we had the kabocha squash soup with apple and turmeric, and on a cold winter day, it was perfect. Next, they give you an amuse-bouche potato galette with tonburi and horseradish. The 3rd course was a cranberry bean tempeh with a delicious strawberry sauce and radicchio salad. I loved the next amuse-bouche since it was a crispy cauliflower croquette that's meant to remind you of a tater tot. The main course was a rye berry risotto with huitladoche and a mole, and it was meant to be eaten with your hands, so say no more. And for dessert, you were served mini Ferrero Rocher-like cones. I could have eaten all of these. And the main desserts are meant to be shared, so they bring you different kinds. Tonight's were a pineapple upside down cake with a coconut mousse and a tonka bean amazake with almond milk chocolate and cacao nibs. I really enjoyed the quality and flavors of all the food, but I have to admit I was still wanting food and wanting to eat since the portions were really small. If you have an appetite, I would recommend the 8-course meal, or eat a little bit before you go. The next day, it was time for a must-try brunch.
So I'm at Evviva Cafe here in Toronto. They have multiple locations, 4 to be exact, with the 5th one coming soon. And they are known for their brunch. And now they have a super extensive vegan menu. They have like 3 pages worth of it, which is amazing. They are decorated beautifully. You just come here for a beautiful vibe with chandeliers and beautiful flowers. They serve breakfast and lunch. So it's definitely something worth checking out. So let's see what they have to offer. I got the Eggs Benedict, a vegan Reuben with an amazing looking pastrami that's just stacked on there with melted cheese and sauerkraut and the home fries. And of course, we gotta have something sweet, so I got French toast. It smells amazing, and of course, coffee to go with it all. All right, I'm starting with an Egg Benedict because this is something that you don't get vegan often, so I definitely recommend trying this. And they even have the runny egg yolk and everything, which is amazing. The smoked salmon is actually more like a carrot ground up. I thought it was gonna be more like lox, but whatever, it's still fine. I usually like making my carrot lox also, so I had to try this. The hollandaise looks amazing. All right, let's try this. I love the vegan egg and the vegan hollandaise. The carrot lox is good, but I'm not getting a huge lox flavor, but it's still good. But if lox isn't your thing, they also have the classic, or you can get vegan pastrami Benedict, which also sounds amazing. So on that note, let's try this Reuben pastrami. Cheers. This sandwich is delicious. This vegan pastrami literally blows me away. It's really good, really flavorful. I'm not a huge sauerkraut person, but this is really good. Like, I don't mind it at all. Okay, and of course, you always have to end on a sweet note. They have 3 different sweet options. They have pancakes, waffles, and French toast. We went for the French toast, and it smells delicious. Got vegan whipped cream, strawberries, berries. It works. Let's go. Oh wow, it tastes like churros. Pretty good. Honestly, everything here is delicious. Like, this is one of my favorite brunch spots in Toronto. I've been here previously before, and they've expanded since in terms of their vegan options. So it's really a great place to check out, especially if you're here with friends or family. Highly recommend.
Now, you can't go to Canada and not try Tim Hortons at least one time. They're known for their coffee, and they have oat and almond milk options now. So make sure to enjoy one. But next, it was time for an unexpected treat.
So I'm at Pizza Pizza. It's a popular fast food chain here in Toronto/Ontario in particular. Definitely more popular on the east coast of Canada than it is on the west coast. And the reason I'm here is because just by looking at it, you wouldn't think that there's any vegan options, but shout out to my friend Rob. He told me that they have vegan chicken sandwiches. And then I found out that they have different kinds like spicy, regular with vegan mayo, and they have vegan cheeses and vegan pepperoni, pizza. So it's like, you have to try this. Also, they're open until about 2, 3 in the morning sometimes. So if you've been out with your friends and you just want a late night fast food, comfort food spot, you know you can count on them. So let's check out some of their food. Okay, so I couldn't resist and I got a small vegan pizza with field roast pepperoni and a vegan spicy chicken sandwich with vegan mayo. Make sure if you ask for the vegan spicy chicken that you ask for mayo extra, because the mayo only comes with just the regular crispy sandwich. So the brand they use for the vegan chicken is Light Life. So let's give this a try. Honestly, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between vegan chicken and this chicken. This Light Life crispy chicken nails it. It's so crispy and delicious, and I love that they add the vegan mayo. Okay, the place is called Pizza Pizza, so let's give this vegan pizza a try. If you've never had the vegan field roast pepperoni, you definitely need to try it. It's one of my favorites. And I love that this vegan cheese doesn't taste super vegan, if you know what I mean. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, some vegan cheeses are like, ew. But it tastes really good. If you get a chance, also try their Half Moon garlic vegan cheese bread. So good. I had somebody else try it and who's not vegan. They were like, what, this is vegan? They had no idea. So it's definitely really good. The crust is, you know, your fast food pizza kind of crust. Still enjoyable though. Don't expect 5 stars, you know, but it's really good. I'm enjoying this pizza. I'm not gonna lie. So again, Pizza Pizza, check it out. It's iconic to Toronto.
And to end the evening, I had to try one place that caught my eye.
So I just arrived at Fat Choi, which is a permanent pop-up inside Soos restaurant here in Toronto. Soos used to be here since 2013, and then the 2 owners went vegan. So that's why Fat Choi started kind of as a pop-up, and then they decided to permanently put it on the menu because they wanted to reflect their lifestyle, you know, in terms of food, and they wanted to share that with others as well. They specialize in Nyonya cuisine, which is a Malaysian and Chinese mixture. And so a lot of the dishes you'll see have that Chinese influence, Malaysian influence. So I'm super excited to try it. Okay, so I couldn't resist and I got the roti with dal. If you've never had roti, you need to. It is the most flaky, amazing goodness you'll ever have in your life. So I'm just dipping this in to the dal. Oh my gosh. It smells amazing. I wish you guys could smell this. Oh wow. This is incredible. This is amazing. Okay, so for a main, I got the caprese tofu, which is a beautiful curry with rice, with tofu and everything. Like, oh, I couldn't resist. I had to get a curry. All right, cheers. Oh wow. Everything's so delicious. You honestly can't go wrong with anything. Come with someone so you can share everything, and yeah, definitely worth checking out. So as you can see, Toronto has a lot of vegan options to offer you if you're visiting. I didn't even get to make a dent in all of the restaurants I want to try, but if you come to visit, let me know what you try and let me know what you think. And let me know what you want to see next in my next video. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and I hope to catch you next time on Ready to Be. Bye!